Yo, let's go. I'm on Yu-Gi-Oh! Master, and I'm going to be showing you some replays today. But before I do, I thought I would just quickly do this at the start of the video, and then we can get to the replays. Alright, well, let's get to the replays. So yeah, I'm going to be using my Dark Magician deck, so exactly the same as the deck you saw in the previous video. Except I put Chaos Angel in my extra deck. Now, I won't spoil something with Chaos Angel, because it's pretty interesting with Dark Magician, so let me just show you some replays. I don't think you see Chaos Angel in this one, but you'll see Chaos Angel soon. Don't worry, what a great synchro. But anyway, so I use Pot of Prosperity, then I use Magician Souls to send Dark Magician from my deck to the graveyard, then I special summon Dark Magician, and then I sit down 2 cards, and then use Illusion of Chaos to get Timaeus! And then I use that because, you know, how am I going to fusion summon with Timaeus' effect? You know, because I don't have like any Dark Magician card to get rid of. I mean, I do, but I don't want to, so luckily. Well, I could have just used the spell card actually, so I guess it wouldn't have made a difference. But that way I don't risk infinite impermanence, which I really hate, so yeah. So here I used Eternal Soul, and then also there can be only one. So I don't know why my opponent summoned that monster in defense position, and then I realized, oh, okay. See, I was like, hang on a second, I don't think that works, because, you know, Dark Magician the Dragon Knight is protecting my spells and traps. So I don't think, you know, this trap card would destroy them. So I was like, okay, that's fine. But the only issue I had is that if Dark Magician the Dragon Knight, Dark Magician the Dragon Knight gets destroyed, do these get destroyed because of that trap card? And the answer is no. Which is very interesting. So I was able to special summon Dark Magician the Dragon Knight, and then my opponent activated that, and I was like, alright, cool, sweet, that trap card did nothing, let's go. And then I got Illusion of Chaos, and I used it, and then I got Magician's Rod, and then my opponent left. Kill! Haven't really been running into Labyrinth much lately, which is good, because I really hate them. It's just non-stop trap card activations that, and also destroy cards. It's not like floodgate stuff, they don't really do that too much. It's just very annoying destruction and interruptions and anything that rhymes with shins. But anyway, I summoned Dark Magician after summoning KASHTIRA, then I used Magician's Rod to get Secrets of Dark Magic, then I used it, fused into the Dark Magicians, and then I used Dark Magical Circle, found Soul Servant, which was really nice, and then I wanted to draw a card because I found Skill Drain. I think I was ordering McDonald's while playing this duel. I'm just at the kiosk, you know, just picking my burger and all that, and then I'm just playing this duel at the same time. Oh god. The art of saving replays, am I right? Thank god you can do that. So my opponent set down a monster in defense position, and then also played Super Polymerization, and then it was against Telements, and I was like, oh good god. But then, yes, that happened, so I used Eternal Soul to special summon Dark Magician, just so I can banish the fusion that's coming out, because yeah, that Telements fusion is just very oof. I hate it so much. Apparently it's banned in the TCG and OCG, and it's still legal in Master Duel. Great game. So I use Dark Magical Circle on Predator Plant because I'm going to use Skill Drain to stop this. So that's why I didn't banish it. Because if I had banished this, right, the effect would have went through. So that's when I said, oh, I'll just banish Predator Plant instead. So yeah, Predator Plant got banished, and then that effect got negated, and then my opponent left. Kill. I'm actually going to be showing 6 replays today in this video. I usually show 5. The thing is, I originally had 6, but then I had to make room for like a duel that was great, so I had to delete 1 replay. It was fine. It was just like me blocking my opponent from doing anything like, you know, Dark Magician on the field, Secret Village of the Spellcasters, Skill Drain, you know, sort of like that stuff where it's like good luck, you know. And yeah, my opponent left. So I thought like just to delete that one because I dueled against KASHTIRA and I was like, that's more worth it having in my match history. So yeah, sorry, my replays. I don't know what was happening here, so I used Called by the Grave to banish that monster. I guess my opponent got bricked because most of these cards were like stuff that wasn't going to help my opponent, like, you know, during their turn. Because yeah, you'll see. So my opponent summoned that and attacked. Yeah, I guess my opponent got pretty bricked. So here I special summon Dark Magician, and then I also use Soul Servant, just so I can add Secrets of Dark Magic. No, Magician's Rod. So I think this is the duel where I realized something. I think it's here. I realized something. So this is the first time I summoned Chaos Angel. I did not realize I could do this. Even though if you read the card, yes, you'll see that you can do that. I just forgot in the moment and realized when I clicked my extra deck. But watch this. So I used Magician's Rod to get that. And then I used it to, you know, fuse into the Dark Magicians. And then I summoned Dark Magician with Eternal Soul. And I banished this face down or this face down, maybe this one. Yep. And then I was able to draw a card because I played a spell trap. And then I summoned Dark Magician Girl because of Magician Salvation. Now this is the thing I was talking about before. So because Chaos Angel, right, turns a light or dark monster into a tuner and it's level 10. Watch this. Yep. You can synchro summon to Chaos Angel with Dark Magician and Magician's Rod. And those are like two things you're going to have on the field a lot when you're using Dark Magician. So finally I can use a very consistent synchro in my Dark Magician deck, which is really nice because with Baron I need Dark Magician and Ash Blossom, which doesn't happen too much, even though it happened a lot yesterday, which was weird. But at least here, like, I can just get rid of Dark Magician and Magician's Rod to synchro summon into Chaos Angel. So yeah, that's really nice. And then I was able to banish that face down, which was Raigeki. Yeah, I guess my opponent got bricked. I drew 2 cards and unfortunately they weren't like the best cards to draw, so I couldn't really defeat my opponent there, unfortunately. But yeah, so the thing is, the great thing about Chaos Angel is that I banish 1 card my opponent controls, and also because dark monsters were used as the summon, like yeah, because I use Dark Magician and Magician's Rod, so that's dark only. Monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle, but if you use a light monster as well, synchro monsters you control are unaffected by monster effects activated by your opponent, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, with Dark, at least, you know, my monsters can't be destroyed by card effects, which is really nice, because Dark Magician cards are not as strong as, like, other monsters. I wouldn't say most monsters, but other monsters, you know? So yeah, but anyway, I used Maxi here before anything. And then my opponent destroyed Eternal Soul, which, you know, I was fine with because of, you know, the Dark Magicians, and also have these 2 in my hand, so I wasn't worried. Then my opponent left. But yeah, that was the first time I used Chaos Angel and realized, hey, Dark Magician and Magician's Rod, let's go. I think this is the duel where I did a misplay, where I could have just got an OTK. But I did a huge misplay. I feel so dumb about it. I'm pretty sure it's this duel. Yeah, it's this one. So I use Maxi just to stop my opponent. I'm like, just stop. Like, I know to use, like, you got to use Maxi. Well, you don't have to, but I know that, you know, you have to use it like when your opponent's about to special summon or something. But I just used it here just to stop my opponent, but my opponent didn't want to stop. Because if my opponent stopped there and said end turn, I can just do this, and pretty much win the game. And also with this, you know, they can't destroy this with spell cards because of Secret Village of the Spellcasters, with, you know, the Dark Magicians. So I was pretty much like, alright, I win. But no, my opponent just kept special summoning, and I felt like that Light Yagami picture from Death Note, where it's just saying how he wins. Like, that was just me, because I got super poemization, and yeah. So, well, I quickly used Super Polymerization in the standby phase, went into Predaplant, and then my opponent summoned Bestial. Now, this is the great thing about Chaos Angel as well. So, because of Chaos Angel, I was able to get rid of this Bestial monster without one of my monsters getting sent from the field to the graveyard. So I used Illusion of Chaos to get Magician's Rod, so I sent Dark Magician from my deck to the graveyard. And then you could say I could have just summoned Magician's Rod, play Dark Magical Circle, and then do Dark Magician. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't play the greatest in this. I was sort of, you know, a little excited and just forgot about some stuff. Because the thing is, I was thinking about, like, what I can do to protect myself, you know, while it's my opponent's turn. But then I just realized that I could have done some other stuff and actually had won this turn. So I used Soul Servant. I got Dark Magical Circle. Now it's the misplay. I was actually meant to get Timaeus. So because of that, I didn't get an OTK. I was supposed to get Timaeus, not Dark Magical Circle. And then I realized, and I was like, oh, damn it. Like, I was thinking about Dark Magical Circle as well, and I accidentally clicked it. And I meant Timaeus. I don't know, so that was just really dumb. But I'm still showing this because Chaos Angel is really nice here. So I summoned Chaos Angel. And then I banished that Bestial monster. And yeah, if I had Timaeus on the field, I would have won. But yeah, just a huge misplay, unfortunately. But my opponent left anyway, so whatever. I still feel stupid about that. So dumb. Just I was dueling so much, and sometimes when you duel for a long time, you just forget some stuff. But I decided to wake up after that. But yeah. So I'm going second here. So funny, this is like the first time that I really dueled against a deck that's more around KASHTIRA. I mean, it seems like it's this other thing as well that my opponent's using, but yeah, it was mostly KASHTIRA. It was like a lot of KASHTIRA cards. I was like, oh, okay. So my opponent summoned that and sent that from the banished area. Then my opponent banished one of my cards, which was these three, huh? Wow. I didn't even realize that. Okay. And then my opponent used that spell card to summon that other KASHTIRA monster, to get that KASHTIRA trap card. And then my opponent XC summoned into that KASHTIRA XC small Kasharina. My KASHTIRA. I don't know, man. KASHTIRA, Kashidis. So my opponent locked my monster zone like it was an Ojama or something. Look at this GX play over here with his colorful Ojamas, huh? So I opponent went to summon a KASHTIRA monster, Johnny Cash monster, so I used Ash Blossom. Then my opponent used that trap card to special summon a KASHTIRA monster from the banished area, or the hand, I mean, sorry. Then Ash Blossom negated that Xyz monster. So I summoned my KASHTIRA monster. My opponent played Maxi. I used Called by the Grave. And because of my opponent playing Maxi, well, activating Maxi, I mean, I was able to banish one of my opponent's cards. Now, because this is technically not activating a monster effect, or maybe, yeah, I guess maybe me special summoning it doesn't count as like an activated effect. That's why this didn't trigger. I'm pretty sure. But anyway, I was able to banish that, so yeah. So I used Dark Magical Circle, and then I found Dark Magician, and then I used Magician Souls to send Dark Magician from my deck to the graveyard, special summon Dark Magician, banish the Xyz monster, and then I summoned Magician's Rod, and got Magician Salvation, and then my opponent left. Yeah. Alright, it's going to be the last replay I show you. It's going to be against Telements. But yeah, Chaos Angel is really nice. Great addition to my Dark Magician deck. Red Eyes Dark Dragoon would be even better, but you know, it's fine. It's fine, whatever. So I summoned KASHTIRA. My opponent played Maxi. I didn't bother negating it because what can I do anyway? So I got another KASHTIRA monster from my deck to my hand. I used Dark Magical Circle to get Secrets of Dark Magic, because that's all I could find at the top of my deck. And then I set down 2 cards, but I found Illusion of Chaos as well, so I put it at the top of my deck. My opponent played Maxi again randomly, so I was like, okay. So I used Ash Blossom and negated that Telements monster's effect. And then I used my monster's effect to banish that Telements monster. Then my opponent played that Ishizu monster and bounced my KASHTIRA monster back to my hand, but still banished that Telements monster. And then my opponent played that dumb stupid spell card, drew 2 cards, and I guess my opponent didn't really get too much, which I was very happy about. So I summoned KASHTIRA, then my opponent used Super Polymerization, and it's like, you fool! Did you forget I had another one? So yeah, I special summoned it again, and then I used Illusion of Chaos to get Dark Magician from my deck. Illusion of Chaos from my deck to my hand, yeah. Now, the thing is, I can't target this because, you know, it's Mud Dragon. So I attacked and attacked. Now here, this was my plan. I went into Imduck, whatever, just so I can summon Dark Magician in my opponent's turn, then go into Dark Magician and Dragon Knight, but my opponent banished Dark Magician with the Bestial monster, Bestial Earthworm Gym. And then, yeah, KASHTIRA banished Bestial Earthworm Gym. Now, the thing is, I have Illusion of Chaos at the top of my deck, so I can just get another Dark Magician. So I wasn't too worried. And then, yeah, my opponent is only going to have, like, 1 card in their hand. And if, like, a Telements monster is sent from the deck or whatever to the graveyard, somehow called by the grave. So I knew I won. So my opponent drew a card and left. So, yeah, it's really nice. Alright, so this is the deck I was using, and, you know, Dark Magician, like, I didn't really get much Bestial monsters in those replays or today, which is crazy. But, yeah, Dark Magician like this has been very consistent, so it's actually been really nice. So I've been winning a lot of my duels. The only problem is, sometimes, now, keep in mind, it's not Dark Magician's fault, it's Master Duel's fault. So keep in mind that I get bricked sometimes, and it's not because Dark Magician, bricked Magician, whatever, no. It's because I'll draw like 3 Magician's Rod, 3 of this, and it's like I'll start, like the other duel before, I was about to rank up, and I started with 3 Magician's Rod, and yeah, so I was just like, bruh, and then it got negated, the one I played, and I couldn't really do anything else because the game just gave me 2 Magician's Rod, 3 Magician's Rod. So it was just like, so I've been facing that problem where I'm just sort of getting the same sort of cards in my hand, like 3 Magician's Rod, for example. You know, 3 Magician Souls, which is fine, you know. But if your opponent plays Maxi, then, but I mean, it's not fine to have 3 in your hand. No, that's very bad. But you know, at least. At least if it's not too bad, these 2, it's okay. But to get 3 of the same card, and also I hate playing this to get this, and then I draw a card to get the other one. It's like, that's my main issue. It's not because Dark Magician brickied, no, it's just Master Duel not shuffling the deck properly. Like, you know, someone, that's such a dirty joke, I'm not going to say it here, but just, it's like they're glued here, you know? I'm not going to say that joke. Alright, going to end it here. Thank you for watching. And I will see you later. Bye.